Hey people, you're back here, tuned into Mixtape with me and Kele Le Roc. How you feeling right now?
I'm feeling good.
So Kelly, what are you working on right now?
Just finishing off the album, which has been a long time coming. I think one of the first things that, remember you was asking me earlier about being with a label and not being with a label, is financing. And you have to finance everything yourself when you're doing it DIY, and that can be really hard. I think the biggest budget that comes out is marketing. So when you do have a single, if you want it to get it out to the masses and for the right people to see and hear it, you have to pay that money, you know.
So, you know, like now, if a label was to approach you, would you not think twice about signing up? Or would you think twice about just, you know, staying independent and doing your own thing?
Unless they were going to let me be who I wanted to be, then I'd say no, because I tried it their way and it didn't work for me. You know, to a certain degree, yes, I had success, but I think I could have done a lot more. And at the end of it, I think, well, you know, I'm still Kele Le Roc, I'm still here, I'm still doing my thing, and I'm very blessed and very grateful for that. But I think unless somebody really understands me and gets where I'm coming from, I don't think me being signed to a major label would really work, you know?
Let's talk about My Love. Such a huge track. Everyone's still talking about it, and it was just kind of, I think it kind of created the garage scene in terms of the remixes. How did that come about?
I started raving garage, and I used to go a lot to Coliseum, which was twice as nice on a Sunday. And I think this is when I started getting my diva on. It wasn't even a diva, but I was like, we have to have a garage remix. And at the moment, Colin Barlow, he was my A&R there, he was like, okay, we will do that. So he was like, who do you want to do it with? And I was like, oh, I want to do it with 10 Below. So we hooked that up, which was really cool of him. And I think I just flew in from my Napa as well. I'd been working out there and I had like a brief holiday as well. I went straight to the studio. My voice was mashed up because in Napa everyone's voice gets mashed up. And we were just having fun. We were just vibing. And that's how My Love was born, like the garage version. And I don't think at the time we thought, oh my God, this is amazing, it's a hit.
So you didn't think it was going to be a huge track?
No, I just thought we're having fun and I'm doing a garage song. Do you know what I mean?
You know what, sometimes that's how hits come about,
but
you know?
I can hear on a Sunday night when I go raving, I'll be like, yeah, that's my song. And I'm just so lucky that like 12 years later, I'm still singing it. I'm still, you know, getting regular requests for it. People are still dancing to it like it's an anthem, you know, and I'm so lucky. I'm so lucky to have a song like that.
How does it feel to be a female on the music scene? Is it difficult? Because it's quite male dominated, but I have to say, ladies are doing their thing right now as well. You got Princess Naya, you got Egypt, you got Miss Brat.
I think I never really had an issue with being a woman so much. Maybe being an urban black artist, or trying to be an urban black artist, when I was being pushed more into the pop genre. I think that was more of an issue because...
Is it difficult coming through, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think they wanted me to, if I'm as a black artist, they wanted me to more go down the pop route because it's a lot easier for them to market that than me being raw as a black woman, you know, doing black music. But, you know, I'm still here. That's what I say.
But you know, you're a strong woman. And, you know, like, if you know you have to get stuff done because, you know, all artists are friends. But then when business needs to be dealt with, Kele Le Roc has to be a strong woman, and people are like, oh, is that when the whole female kind of thing comes into it?
You know, I think when a man handles his business, he's handling his business. When a woman handles her business, she's a diva or a biatch.
Why?
I don't know what that is, but, you know, I got to handle my business. I guess I am smiley and happy, but don't try and take liberties.
Don't mess with Kele Le Roc.
That's right, don't mess with me.
Sweet smile, but I tell you. So tell me about Retro. I have to say, yeah, guys, you're going to see the video later on in the show, but it's amazing.
Oh, thank you.
She's got all these dance moves going on. It's kind of really funky.
Thank you. I do quite a lot actually, work with H Money. He's an amazing producer and writer. And he just had this concept of using like kind of the style of old hip hop loops. And he called me up and he goes, I've got this idea for a track. And he goes, I know that you'd be able to do this. So I went in, we had a little vibe, got down just some rough ideas, and then I wrote all the lyrics, went back in and we recorded it. And then the reason why I decided to make it the first single, because obviously what it's about, being retro, it was at a time when everything kind of old was coming back into fashion. So it was retro this, retro that. And I thought, well, I'm kind of retro, because like my first single was out in '99, so that's what the song's about. And in the video, we go through different eras of retroness. And I just,
but I have to say, Foxy Lady here is doing her thing in the video.
I love it. I love that video. My favourite scene is the rock scene, because I'm a huge Prince fan. And in that scene, I am Prince. Like every movement I do,
she's owning that scene. You gotta check it out.
I'm thinking of Prince. I'm like, this is for you, Prince. If you ever, I do know, I'd love to meet him. I would love to work with him. I just love him so much. But if you ever see that video, Prince, you'll look at it and think, hey, that girl looks like me, because it's me being you. Seriously. I love him so much.
Oh, bless her. She just kind of just admitted her undying love for Prince on the mixtape, exclusive.
I love him. I love him.
So what else are you working on?
Yeah, so just getting ready for the next single, which is called That Rhythm, which is produced by Black Eye of Bugs in the Attic. So hopefully we're going to do that in about a month's time and look for probably a late summer release now. Everything just goes whoosh, because I just came off tour with, I was supporting Billy Ocean for 2 months. I just came off tour doing that, then I was off to Dubai and I got back on the weekend. You
know, I have to say, yeah, every time I'm calling her up to get her on the show, yeah, she's just like, I'm going here, I'm going here, you're all over the shop.
Do you know what? I'm really lucky to just still be so busy. So what I try and do now is just keep it moving and just stack that cash.
It must be, yeah, it's all about the cha-ching.
Well, like I said, I fund everything myself, so I've got to put the money away for when I need it, for the videos, for the marketing. But if there's anyone out there who thinks I'm amazingly talented and would like to invest some money in me, you're more than welcome.
Yeah. Hit us up right here in the mix.
That's right, hit us up.
On, yeah.
Tax write-off. If you're paying too much tax, I can be your tax write-off.
Listen to Kelly.
That can work. Trust me.
You also have your fingers in a lot of pies. Fashion designer?
Yeah, well, like I said, my mum's a clothes designer, so that's something I've always done. And when I used to go out wearing my homemade clothes, people would be like, where'd you get that from? When I say I made it, they'd be like, make me one. I'm like, oh, long. But yeah, so it's, the clothing line is, the whole house is called the House of Le Roc. Then the club range is called Funkin' Bitch. And then there's clothes that are inspired by saris, and that's called Soraya. And then also the jewelry line, which is called Glam Rock. But my website's just been redesigned, which is keleleroc.com, and everything's going to be on there.
Wow. Yeah. Also, you're doing presenting as well. Yeah. I meet you at quite a few events too.
Yeah, I do a little bit of presenting as well. I've got actually an idea. I've been writing a film script, which is nearly finished.
Director, producer now as
I've been writing it for 6 years. So I've been writing for 6 years, which is a bit too long.
I'd say pop that collar, but I've got no collar to pull.
Oh, I dust my shoulders up.
There you go.
Yeah, I've been writing it for about 6 years, so it's about time I finished it. And also a TV show idea that I've been working on, so hopefully someone will like that, and you might see that later on this year.
Very, very busy. So is that for mainstream TV, like
yeah,
music?
Yeah.
Give us a little clue. Is it?
It could. I don't want to tell anyone because they might steal my idea before it comes out.
A little hint.
I'm going to be in it.
Great. That's a great hint. Thanks. Message for your fans?
I'd just like to say big up to all my fans. I get so many people hit me up on the Facebook and the MySpace and the Twitter, and they've got nothing but love for me. And I have to say, you know, sometimes when it's hard and when I think, why do I bother doing this? When I get messages from you guys, I know why. So I'm just saying thank you for all the support you guys have been giving me, and you know, I love you guys and thank you.
On that note, you know when it does get hard, because obviously there's a lot of singers and rappers and producers who watch this show. What encouragement could you give them to kind of carry on? And
I find if I listen to people that I'm inspired by, like if I listen to Prince, or I like Foo Fighters, I like rock music.
Prince
as
just
well.
Came into that again, you know.
But I like I said, I equal like Foo Fighters, rock music. There's a young lady, she's English, called Natalie Williams. She's amazing. Vula, she's amazing. I think people that I'm in awe of, if I listen to them, I get inspired by them, and then they give that little bit of oomph to think, okay, I've got some fresh ideas now. I know where to go with this, because everybody loses inspiration sometimes, you know.
Yeah, it's kind of difficult to keep on track.
And especially in this climate, like what's going on right now, sometimes I feel like I'm banging my head against a brick wall, you know, not getting anywhere. So sometimes it can be, you know, disheartening.
It's just difficult just being patient for that kind of one break to kind of happen, and then everything from then just flows on, doesn't it?
That's right. I think it just takes that one huge record, and then, I mean, I've got so many tracks that I could probably be in the charts every week. Do you know what I mean? Like once I get that comeback track, then, you know, I've got so many great tracks that I can't wait for people to hear.
So before we go, can you sing a little something for us?
Yeah. I'm singing my new song.
Yeah, go for it.
That rhythm. Oh my gosh, grab your coat, wait for Cindy to put on her shoes, and then we go, ready, feeling deep inside. When they play my song, the song that I can't think about. Just one note and I'll be miles away, floating on the waters back in yesterday. It's rising up and it's natural. Come with me, 'cause baby, when I feel it deep inside, and I know I can't deny, I need that rhythm, that rhythm. I feel it shaking in my shoes, Ooh, give me that rhythm, that rhythm.
Oh my days. See, now you know why I'm so excited to be sitting next to her. See, Kele Le Roc right here on the Mixtape. Thank you very much.
Thanks for having me.
What was the website that they can just...
My website is under construction at the moment, but my MySpace is Kele Le Roc Music, my Twitter is Kele Le Roc, my Facebook is Kele Le Roc, and my YouTube page is Kele Le Roc TV. You can check out my last video retro. And that's about it, really.
Thank you.
Oh, look out for my mixtape coming out very soon. I'll let you know. And it's called Been There, Done That. And it features quite a few people like Tiny Temper, Estelle, Lamar, people that I've worked with when they were coming up. So there's some old tracks on there, but there's some new ones as well. So look out for that one. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Kele.
Thank you very much for having me.
Guys, you know the usual drill. Hit me up, mixtape@BritAsia.tv. Twitter me, Amy K Presents. Facebook me, Amy K Presents. And I'll see you same time, same place next week. Peace.